Good afternoon, children. Uh, so today, as our maths lesson, we will learn how to multiply a whole number by numbers like this. These are also whole numbers, but you know that these are 10, 100,000, 10,000. So when you multiply by such numbers easily without doing any calculation, you can get the answer, right? Last day you learned how to multiply a number by another whole number. Look, like this you learned. But here you can see no tens, hundreds or thousands. Okay? So you have to follow your usual multiplication method here. You have to do a small calculation here, right? But without doing any calculation, you can get the answers in these situations, right? Look, so we will learn how to find the answers here, right? So you can see some whole numbers are there. Those whole numbers are multiplied by the numbers like 10, 100 and 1000, right? Let's see the first one. Here there is a simple method. Firstly, you count the number of zeros here. Sometimes there can be zeros in both the numbers. Don't take middle zeros, corner zeros only, right? At the end of the number, there are zeros. If there are zeros, you count them all together and place them at the end of the answer, right? So in our first example, there is only 1 0 for this number. So you place it at the end. Now multiply the remaining numbers. 2 times 1, 2. 20 is the answer. Next, look at this. There is only 1 0 at the end. You place it here. Then multiply these two. 1 times 15. 15. Next, in both the numbers at the end, we can see zeros. How many zeros are there altogether? 2 zeros. So you place them at the end. Now multiply the remaining numbers. 1 times 5, 5. 500 is the answer. Next, there are 2 zeros at the end. You place them here. Multiply the remaining numbers. 1 times 48, 48. Next, there is only 1 0. You place it at the end. 1 times 876 is 876. Next, we will go to this. 7 times 100. Easily, without thinking like this, easily you can write the answer also. You know the answer, right? But in some situations only you have to follow this method, okay? Remember not to follow the usual multiplication method. It's not needed here, because I have seen some children for an example, we will take this 984. They are multiplying by 100 like this, multiplying by 0. So many zeros are coming in a line. Then again by another 0 they are multiplying. So no need to follow this method, okay? Next one, double zeros are there. You place them at the end. 1 times 26, 26. Here altogether 3 zeros are there. 1 times 3 is 3. Here also there are 3 zeros. 1 times 23 is 23. Here only 2 zeros. 1 times 984 is 984. Now by 1000. 6 times 1000 is 6000. There are 3 zeros. Those 3 zeros are here. 1 times 6 is 6. Here how many zeros? Let's take this example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 lakhs. Here the answer is, what's the answer here? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1 times 9 is 9. Here there are 3 zeros coming at the end. 1 times 65 is 65. 3 zeros at the end. 1 times 365 is 365. Here 3 zeros at the end. 1 times 11 is 11. These are the answers, right? So you should copy these examples firstly, right? After that you can go to the exercise. But before going to the exercise, I have added some more examples here. Now you are given the answer here. Look, earlier we found the answer, what we got by multiplication here. Now the answer is given. We will see how this answer came here. 21 is multiplied by a number here. So we have got the answer as 2100. Now you compare these two. We have this 21 here and 2 zeros are also there at the end. That means 21 is surely multiplied by 100, which has 2 zeros. Look, you compare the number of zeros here. Next, 5. You separate 5 from the answer. Then we have only 1 zero remaining. So only 10 has 1 zero. 10 is the answer here. Next, 70. 70 is the number, first whole number. You separate it from the answer. So how many zeros are remaining? 3 zeros. That means this 70 is multiplied by 1000. That's how you got 70,000. Next, 301. Okay, I separated it, so we have only 1 zero. So it's multiplied by 10. So without following this way, I have seen some children are getting the answer in their mind. So it's okay. You can follow any other methods also that you know. Next, we don't know the first whole number, but we know the second number, 10, 100 or 1000, we know here. Anyhow, like earlier, you separate the number of zeros, okay? 2 zeros, 100 has 2 zeros. So those 2 zeros are at the end here. So what's the first number? 52. You multiply and see whether this final answer is coming properly, okay? Next one, 10 has only 1 zero. So you separate it from here. Then what's the remaining number? 300. Of course, when you multiply 300 by 10, you get 3000. Next, there are 2 zeros here. You separate it from the answer. What's remaining then? 40. 4000 is coming like this. Next, for 1000, there are 3 zeros. So you separate those 3 zeros from the answer. What's remaining here? 6. 6. So this is how you can fill the spaces in these type of situations. Okay, children. So firstly, you need to copy these examples in your writing book. Starting from here, you write the subtopic as multiplying a whole number by 10, 100 or 1000. Then copy these examples in your writing book. After that, you can complete the first question here. In exercise 3.4, only the first question. Okay, copy the questions. Copy the questions, then fill the spaces.